Members of Council, it is truly an honor for me to be filling in for the President of the Council in presenting this resolution. So before us, we have Maricela Foster. I hope I pronounced it correct, Mr. Dale Hagan. We have all seen in the news recently about how dangerous and damaging lead can be for our children. In Flint, Michigan, where nearly all the children will deal with permanent damage, such as lower IQs, developmental delays. We used to think that a little bit of lead was not a big deal, but doctors now know that there is no safe level of lead for our children. Our water may be safe in Oakland, but we still have a problem with chipping lead paint. We still have one of the highest rates for lead poisoning in the state. I encourage all the folks with young children to get them tested for lead exposure, and I will let Ms. Foster tell us a little bit more about the problems and their work here in the county of Alameda and in our respective city.
Thank you. So first off, I'm delighted that the City of Oakland decided to adopt a resolution for National Childhood Lead Prevention Week. Thank you. And we have a long-standing relationship with the City of Oakland. The county lead program, which I'm the director of, was actually established in 1991 by the work that was done by Advocacy Pueblo, People United for Better Oakland. They actually were the ones that started the program and insisted that the county put together a program for lead-poisoned kids. So did you know that over 1,200 children in the city of Oakland in a 5-year period have been affected by lead? This is an environmental preventable disease. And this has long-term impact on children's productivity and also in their role in society. So it's critical that all of us take a responsibility in ensuring that our children get tested at the age of 1 and 2 years old. And particularly in children that are in federally funded programs such as Head Start, WIC, and so forth. And you can do your part by ensuring that your children are tested and that you actually pass the word along to other parents to test their children. And I'm going to have Dale talk a little bit, since we're an environmental and health and housing department, I wanted Dale to talk a little bit about the housing aspect of lead poisoning. Thank you.
So deteriorated lead-based paint in housing is still the #1 source of lead exposure for children in the city of Oakland. Older homes built before 1978, especially those built before 1950, are very likely to have a lot of lead-based paint. Even if they've been repainted since then, the old paint is still there. And when that paint deteriorates, or when somebody is doing renovations and they don't take the proper precautions, then that can become a source of exposure for children and can remain as a lead hazard at the property even long after that job is done. So we do have a lot of relationships with the City of Oakland agencies and with community-based organizations, and they have helped us make a lot of progress there. In recognition for the work that the City of Oakland has done, the U.S. EPA is sponsoring free lead safety trainings this Friday and Saturday and the next Friday and Saturday after that. So if anyone knows anyone that works in the construction industry in older homes, please talk to me so we can see how to get them signed up for that. It's critically important that our older homes be maintained in a lead-safe manner. And as Maricela said, please, spread the word to your family, your friends, neighbors, anyone who lives, works in, or maintains an older home. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale. And this resolution declares October the 23rd through October the 29th at National Childhood Lead Poisoning Prevention Week, and it reads, whereas October the 23rd through the 29th is National Childhood Lead Poisoning Prevention Week, which seek to raise awareness about the risk of children accidentally being exposed to lead in their homes. And whereas lead poisoning can seriously affect a child's brain and nervous system and has been shown to cause learning and behavior problems that impact a child for the rest of his or her life. And whereas new research show that beside lead poisoning, which can be potentially fatal, there is no level of lead in the blood that can be considered safe, and that any level of lead can negatively impact a child's development. And where in California, children are exposed to lead through a number of pathways by ingested lead-contaminated dust, paint chips from deteriorating lead-based paint, lead-contaminated soil, traditional home remedies, and imported spice, candies, and other food products from exposure to lead dust, brought home on parents' work clothes, certain import ceramic pottery, and painted objects, and through certain activities that involve lead products such as soldering, making stained glass, and handling bullets of fishing sinkers. And so be it resolved that the City of Oakland hereby declare the week of October the 23rd through the 29th as National Childhood Lead Poisoning Prevention Week, and encourage all residents with young children under the age of 6 to have their medical provide conduct preventive testing. So please accept this on behalf of the City Council, and please accept our thanks to both of you and to your respective staff for all that you do to make our children safe and to make our community a safe place for us to live and to raise our families. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilmember Brooks.
Maricela and Dale have been extremely humble in accepting this award. I sit on the Joint Powers Authority for the city and the county on lead prevention, which Maricela is the director of. This program receives national attention for the work that they do. They lead the nation in the work that's being done around lead. We have partnered with them to do the proactive rental inspections is a part of the work that's being done currently with the lead program. And I think that what's really important for most people is that it used to be a thought that if we could reduce the levels of lead in children, that somehow they would get better. And now the belief is that it's permanent. And so in Flint, Michigan, they've harmed a whole generation of children. We still have issues with lead in the city of Oakland and throughout the county. And so it's really important that we address this when we see it. There's remediation programs. There's a lot of programs that people can access through the program that Maricela runs. So I just wanted to make sure that we gave the proper recognition to the work that's being done here because it's stellar.
Yeah. Mr. President,